Hi, my name's Noel. I'm a psychotherapist. Welcome to today's blog, which is about journaling. First, I just want to deal with something. Some people saw my crutches in the video the other day. Just to say I'm fine. I was on a climbing trip and we'd finished the climb and I was walking across a wet field and slipped and hurt my ankle. There you go. I wish it was a sexier story than that, but simple slip leading to a broken ankle. But I'm fine and mending well, so thanks for all your concern. Today's blog, very short one, I hope, because I tend to ramble in these things, is about journaling, which is an absolutely free and phenomenal tool for dealing with all sorts of things. It'll help reduce anxiety, give you focus and goals, so help combat depression, etc. It's a great tool. It really is. And journaling just means recording things on a regular basis. It's like all these things: meditation, journaling, exercise, etc., etc. Anything that's good for you is good for you because you do it on a regular basis. And that's one of the first things I want to say, that if you get into the habit of journaling, you will really get the benefit of it. In terms of quieting your mind and focusing your thoughts and beginning to have a much more sort of directed life where you become much more goal-oriented. So what is journaling? Journaling is just writing down your thoughts in a structured manner on a daily basis. I don't know if you've ever been to a conference or to a retreat. They always give you a pad and something to write with. It's there. What helps you do in those initial stages, if you sit down and use a pen and paper or sit down and write or even type, however you do it, whether it's by pen or with your computer, it just switches off that sort of bit of your brain that is concerned with fight, flight, freeze, the anxiety, the sort of survival mode. Takes you away from that. It just quiets that down, literally, because thought and language is a higher function in the brain. That's what it does. So you enter into the higher functions of your brain, which also happen to be where your sociability is, your personality, your pro-social sort of engagement with others is. So there you go. Your creativity, thoughtfulness, language, pro-social behaviours, oxytocin, bonding, all these things are sort of higher functions of the brain. So anything you can do to switch off that anxious part of you is a really good tool. I'm not going to go through all my notes today. I want you to encourage you to go to the website and have a look at the list of activities that can help you do journaling. And the sort of tools and tricks that you can use to get going. I'll just mention a couple of them. In terms of, I think often when people start journaling, they say, well, what should I write? Well, here's a few tricks, if you like. Here's a few things that you can start you off. So think about 101 things that bring you gratitude, for example. 101 things that you're grateful for, and begin to write about those. Or 101 thoughts of what you want. 101 thoughts of what you need, and actually making those distinctions between what you want and what you need can often be a very useful exercise. And it's simply, those are just to encourage you to start the activity of writing your thoughts. There are various tools. Gaga is a good one. Gratitudes, affirmation, goals, attractions, or bagels. Behavior, attitudes, gratitude, evaluation, lessons learned, success. And again, I write much more about this on the blog on the website, about how you can sort of break those down and use them to sort of begin to expand your thinking and your writing and your journaling. But those are a few things to help you think about starting to journal. When should you do it? It's like going to the gym whenever you can. Really. Mornings are good, but you don't have to be focused on, I have to do all of this stuff in the morning. It says whenever you can do it on a regular basis, and that's the really important thing. So it could actually be at different times in the day. If you're the sort of person who, as long as you put something into your diary, it gets done, then fine. Whatever time of day works for you. I guess you don't want to be too tired. So if you save it till last thing at night, just before you go to bed, you might find it a challenge to sit down then and journal. But actually, some people prefer that time. It's really up to you. It's the regularity of it that is important. And what should you journal with? Well, again, whatever you're most comfortable with. There isn't a rule about this. Pen and paper will do. Computer typing will do. There are various electronic note systems on the blog itself. I'll give you a few links to those. there are various writers and books out there, and again on the blog itself I've given you some links to them. One of them is to look at Mead 5-star notebooks are pretty good because they're very helpful. Gathering Momentum is another useful resource by Jessica Mullen, which I often give to people. There's some really good worksheets in that you can sort of print off from the book and use on a daily basis to help you organise your journaling thoughts. I've got lots of people that I recommend journaling to. I would suggest that you have a think about it. It's really good for calming anxiety, looking at goals that you might have set in your personal life, in your relationship life, or in your work life, and tracking your progress and being more mindful in general, more thoughtful in general about how you're conducting your life vis-a-vis yourself and your relationship to other people, both in the personal sphere and the professional sphere. That's a real sort of quick romp through it. Like I say, there's a lot more information on the website, so I would urge you to go there and have a look at it. If you want to have some personal support on achieving some of this stuff, then do give me a call, 07506 319 745. That's 07506 319 745. I can give you a few personal tips in a couple of sessions maybe of how to engage with journaling and really drop it into your life, and how to get the most out of that activity. Or you can email me at info@noelmcdermott.net. Please do get in touch. It's been great to have you here today, and do leave some comments at the end of the video. Let me know what you think about it. This one's been a real romp through it, so I would encourage you to sort of have a read of the notes underneath the video on the website. Thanks for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.